Good morning, students. The next synthetic fiber that we will talk about is nylon. Nylon is the first man-made fully synthetic fiber. In 1931, scientists prepared this fiber. Why we are calling it as first fully synthetic fiber? Because in case of rayon, which was a semi-synthetic fiber, as the raw material used for its preparation was of natural origin with polymer cellulose. Whereas in case of nylon, the polymer is also prepared using petrochemicals by chemical processes in industry. Let's learn how nylon is prepared. Nylon is prepared from coal, water and air. Nylon fibers is formed by chemical reaction between an acid and amine present in coal. It means we are not having any polymer for its preparation. By use of these raw materials, that is coal, water and air, after chemical processing, we form a fiber known as nylon. Let's understand the properties of nylon. Nylon fiber are very strong, elastic and light in weight. Nylon fibers absorbs less water, so nylon cloths dry up very quickly. Nylon is wrinkle resistant. Wrinkle resistant means when we are going to crush this cloth and just release it, there will be no wrinkles in that cloth. Next is nylon is very durable and not attacked by moths and ordinary chemicals. Let's go through the uses of nylon. Nylon is used for making textile fabrics like saris, shirts, neckties, shawls, etc. Nylon is used for making ropes, seat belts, car seat belts, fishing nets, strings of musical instruments also. It is also used in making curtains, sleeping bags and tents. It is used for making toothbrush bristles and parachutes, etc. Now students, here comes the Bujo. He is having a question. Is nylon fiber really so strong that we can take nylon parachutes, means it is used to make nylon parachutes and ropes for rock climbing? So students, you will really get surprised that yes, a nylon thread is actually stronger than a steel wire. To check the strength of different fibers, students, you can have this activity. What all you have to do is take an iron stand with a clump and take different threads of same length. You have to take like cotton, silk, nylon and wool. Okay, many other fibers you can select of your choice. So here we are taking cotton threads and tie it same length. You have to take off all the thread. Tie it to the clump so that it hangs freely, and from the free end you have to suspend a pan in which weights can be placed. One by one different weights you have to place in it, and you have to note down the total weight required to break the thread. This weight indicates the strength of the fiber. Repeat the activity by replacing the cotton threads by the thread of nylon, silk, wool, etc. Okay, and you will see that when you will compare these different threads, you will find that nylon means other threads breaks easily and as compared to nylon. Nylon requires a lot of weight to break. In this way you can check the strength of the fibers. And so students, I hope now you will understood that why nylon is used for making parachutes and ropes for rock climbing. Okay, as it is very strong. Next, we will learn about another synthetic fiber, that is polyester. Polyester is a synthetic fiber in which the polymer contains repeating units of ester. Esters are chemicals which give fruits their smell. How polyester is prepared? Polyester is again obtained from coal, air, water and petroleum, means by the petrochemicals. It is developed for the first time in 28th century. Polyester fiber is formed from a chemical reaction between an acid and an alcohol present in petrochemicals. Next, let's go through the properties of polyester. Polyester fibers are very strong but soft fibers. These fibers are wrinkle resistant. It is easy to wash and dry. These fibers are very durable and not attacked by moths and ordinary chemicals. Let's see some uses of polyester. Polyester is used for making textile industry fabrics like saris and curtains. It is blended with cotton and called terrycot. Terrycot is a mixture of terylene and cotton. Terylene is also a form of polyester, which is used for making shirts, trousers and other dresses. It is blended with wool and called terry wool. Again, it is a mixture of terylene and wool, and I told you terylene is a form of, or you can say an example of, polyester, and used for making suits. Polyesters are used for making sailboats also. Polyester is used for making water hoses for firefighting operations. Next is PET. What is PET? PET is polyethylene terephthalate. It is a plastic form of polyester. Means polyester can be converted into glass-like substance also. Okay, transparent. What are the properties of PET? PET is light in weight, colorless with high transparency. I told you glass-like substance. Okay, it is strong and impact resistant. Means it resists scratches and all. Okay, what are the uses of PET? It is used for making water bottles, jars and other utensils, for storing sugar, salt, etc. It is also used for making films. Now the last synthetic fiber which we are going to learn in this chapter is acrylic. Acrylic is a synthetic fiber that resembles like wool. It is a synthetic fiber made from acrylonitrile by chemical processing. And so acrylonitrile is the monomer of this polymer acrylic. What are the properties of acrylic? It is light in weight, so soft and warm with wool like feel. It can be dyed in various colors. It is cheaper than natural wool. It requires less maintenance. Okay, what are the uses of acrylic? It is used to make sweaters, shawl, blankets, etc. Lastly, let's learn the characteristic features of synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are very strong and more durable as compared to natural fibers. Synthetic fibers do not absorb water and thus dry up quickly. Synthetic fibers are wrinkle resistant. I already told you about the meaning. They are not attacked by moths. Synthetic fibers are cheaper and readily available. Synthetic fibers are easy to maintain. Synthetic fibers also help in conservation of forest, as the polymers and means the raw materials are artificially synthesized. So it helps to conserve the forest. And lastly, the disadvantages of synthetic fibers. It has certain disadvantages also, students. First, the clothes made of synthetic fibers are not comfortable during summer as they do not absorb the sweat. And second, they melt on heating. That's why it always the peoples always has to take the caution that they should not wear these synthetic clothes in kitchen, while working in kitchen, in the laboratory, or while burning the crackers. Because if it is going to catch the fire, it will melt and stick to the body, which is very harmful for the particular person. I hope the preparation, properties and uses of different fibers are clear to you all.